Do you know? Has anyone seen the kids' film Up? Right, you know the little old man with the glasses on. I swear to you, we were playing away at Sunderland, and a live human version of the man in Up was there.
What's going on, ladies and blokes, and welcome to Utter Bloke Nonsense, the FPL pod from the other side of the pond. I'm JJ.
And I'm Rabbit.
And we are American FPL fans who want FPL content with a sense of humor and just a sense of irreverence and culture that's different from the Brits. We want to bring a different perspective to the game. Maybe help you ditch the content creator echo chamber. And just we love FPL and we love football, soccer, and we're gonna bring all that content to the pod here. Today we're talking. Oh, I'm JJ.
I'm Rabbit. You already did it.
Oh shoot! All right. Hilarious. All right. Yeah, we're gonna talk about match week 11. And we're going to talk about the international break and just some storylines that we've seen in the past game week. I would say, on average, a very low-scoring game week. Last week, I think the average score was probably 20 points more than it was this week. This week, it was around 40 points. Last week, it was, I think, like 60-something.
Yep.
So, low-scoring week for a lot of different reasons. But actually, Rabbit, I'll pass it to you, and you could talk about how your team performed this week.
Absolutely. Let's pull up the old. I forgot where I put it. It's here.
Oh, damn. Yeah, the tabs.
Yes, the old live FPL. Oh, it went away. I'm going to try again. Here we go. We're going to share.
There we go.
And we're good. Ended on a gray arrow. 0 points. Hit my safety score, thankfully. Overall, yeah, if you look at the team, a pretty mid. Not a lot of returns. But I will say going into the week, I made some pretty big decisions. Obviously, you can see I benched Semenyo and Senesi, which I mentioned on the last episode that I might bench Semenyo just because he hasn't been doing so well. I'm gonna keep him because I've got too much value tied up in him. But Villa away is just looking like a not so good fixture, and Bournemouth are sort of dipping in form. They can't. It is sort of hard for them to be as good as they were forever, I think. So it's natural a team dips in form every now and then. I also transferred out Dan Burn for Timber and Gakpo for Sar. That's what I did. And
big brain moves. Both of those, honestly.
It felt sort of knee-jerky to get rid of Burn, even though I brought him in my wild card, which was, I think, game week 8 at this point. Getting rid of him that early felt pretty bad, but then obviously he gets the red card. And although Arsenal didn't keep the clean sheet, obviously conceding 2 to the Black Cats of Sunderland, I feel pretty good about that move regardless. I think the Arsenal are going to get a clean sheet when they come back from the international break against Spurs, and it will be glorious. And I caught Timber on a price rise and Sar on a price rise, so sort of recouping some team value because I have been tanking a little bit because I've been holding on to Pedro, holding on to Gakpo, and now they're out of my team. And yeah, I guess we could talk about Anderson. I did miss out on the opportunity to start Lacroix over Anderson, but I mean, it was sort of a tough call. I knew Anderson was probably going to get DEFCONs, and Everton, it's hard to they're honestly good at like nicking a goal at least. So like I sort of knew this might be coming, but happy to get the DEFCONs regardless. And Bumo, not the most transferred in player this week, and he gets the goal, of course. So he's not cursed anymore for now, and that's great. But my midfield of uh, clean sheet dreams. Honestly, these like extra 3 points for my midfielders probably, yeah, definitely helped me in my rank and reaching my safety score. So it's been a lot of small gains that have really helped me, tread water this game week. And yeah, so I mean, no one scored in the Palace game, but happy to get the clean sheet. Enzo, I felt very unlucky not to get more from Enzo. He could have had definitely at least an assist, if not a goal and 2 assists. I think Enzo was probably the best player in that game, even though FootMob will tell you otherwise. Yeah, like Enzo was really great, and it was against a really bad Wolves team, but he was just like really just balling out. And we love to see it. Voltamata gets a cheeky assist, even though Newcastle are pretty bad now, especially away from home. João Pedro, I am happy that I've held on to him. I've fought the urge to sell him off, like many other weaklings in the FPL community, and now he's coming good. He's actually I think he might get a price rise soon. But well, actually, I'm gonna scroll down and you can see the top transfers that the top 10K are making, and João Pedro is coming back in the fold. I'll tell you what. And Holland, Miss Penn was pretty tragic, but gets the goal in the end. All right. And yeah, I think with the average score was definitely pretty low because Holland was not so great. But overall, yeah, just like a very as my arrow would suggest, sort of mid. But I do want to scroll down here because I keep forgetting to scroll down in the live FPL page, and there's actually really cool stuff. So you can see that my immediate gain from transfers. Look at that, in the green, 3 points. We love it. And popular transfers in the top 10K. Yock to João Pedro. Voltamata to João Pedro.
Wow.
We love it. So I think imagine being a Voltamata to Mateta person. But yeah, so I'm just happy to have it João Pedro going at least until the next game week. And I am just looking forward to I'm sort of looking forward to dumping my Chelsea assets at this point. It's been a long hold. I've been bullish on them for a long time, but Enzo has been sort of disappointing. Even though he's looked very good, he's passed my eye test. He has also been carrying an injury, he said, which I feel sort of unlucky about. And he's like not even going to play for Argentina this international break, and he always plays for Argentina, even if he's 50%, healthy, like he would still play for Argentina. But so that's how he's actually sort of hurt for real. So it's yeah. But and he will so hopefully he hauls against Burnley away in the next game week. But yeah, overall, I'm just looking to roll my transfer and then get rid of João Pedro for someone. Maybe Igor Thiago, probably. And Enzo to, I don't know, someone else probably cheap. Maybe like a Xhaka. Maybe someone daring like that. And also someone who could save me some money because maybe I want to go João Pedro to someone more expensive like Mateta. But overall, pretty all right game week, and I was just happy that I made sort of the right decisions, even though they didn't get me a massive green arrow. They definitely saved me some hurt. So yeah, over to your team. Or do you have any thoughts?
I'm kind of shocked that many people were bringing in Joao Pedro. I get it. The fixtures are pretty good. Like,
It's
they
like
have
one good fixture
Burnley.
left, though. Yeah, they're a bit knee jerky.
Yeah. Well, yeah, they have a couple. Like, yeah, they have Burnley next, and then Arsenal, which is definitely tough to score against, especially. But then they have Leeds away still, but still Leeds. Like, yeah, they have two good fixtures left, and then they kind of do swing. Like, it's Bournemouth away, and let me see. Wait, I was just looking at their fixtures. Yeah, Bournemouth. Yeah, Bournemouth away. Everton at home, which actually isn't so bad. But Everton are honestly looking pretty solid. Yeah. Otherwise, I mean, yeah, it was a good game week. I feel like the Dan Burn thing was a nice reaction to the Eddie Howe hate that we saw last week. That viral clip that we had.
Everyone's talking about it.
Yeah, I mean, it was pretty prophetic with how Newcastle went out this past week. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think Voltamot is still a good asset. I feel like that. I don't know. Like the assist that he got was kind of crazy. And I don't know if he meant to pass it. I couldn't even tell if it was him who hit the ball last or if it was just like a weird deflection. But fair play. Like he got the assist. I mean, Paketa got a similarly really lucky jammy assist this week for me. So just kind of happens like that. But yeah, I can go into my team and share. Yeah, I was also looking at the top transfers here. But yeah, pretty mid game week for me. You know, when you double up on Arsenal defense and they blank, it's going to be tough. And I just didn't have other good assets.
Imagine tripling up on the Arsenal defense. Okay.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, the fact that you tripled up and still did well is pretty wild, and I'm considering it too. Vicario has been really hit or miss. 1 point this week, and so I'm considering moving over to someone else because conceding 2 goals this week, he did not get the save points to save him like he did last game week. And so I'm looking to bring someone in, which we could talk about later in our topics. But yeah, Gabriel and Calafiori is probably feels like both of these guys' first 1-pointer in a really long time.
Yep.
They had just been hauling week after week, especially Gabriel. Felt good to start Chalobah and to get a 6-pointer out of him. He got the clean sheet. I mean, Wolves home or away, honestly, is one of the best fixtures for FPL. Like, clean sheet, conceding goals, everything. And we'll see. I mean, they are bringing in the former Luton Town manager, Gareth Edwards.
I think they're preparing for the championship, to be honest.
Yeah, honestly, he got relegated from the championship last time he was coaching there. So that's tough. I really I rate him as a manager a lot. I think I mean, he was just burnt out with Luton by the end of it. But he that Luton team just on paper was truly one of the worst actual squads in the Premier League that I've ever seen. And so he I mean, they didn't do well, but they competed, and it wasn't the easiest fixture, especially having to go to that stadium, which was just an insane stadium. But yeah, I like Luton. I feel like it can't really go anywhere but up for Wolves, probably. But we'll see if that green arrow for them is significant, to put it in FPL terms. I had a bunch of blanks in the midfield / clean sheets and missed penalties and guys who got benched. Really not ideal in terms of the midfield performance. I got 2 clean sheets. Kind of crazy Brighton have gotten back-to-back clean sheets now. I think last year they had the least clean sheets, and this year they've generally struggled to get clean sheets as well. So kind of cool to get back-to-back ones. We'll see if that continues or if it's a fluke. But I feel really good about Mente regardless. I think that he was one of the best players in that game, despite not really getting any returns to show for it. Semenyo missed a penalty, which was really tough. I mean, the fact that he took the penalty is great. Like, honestly, I feel like this this is what the FPL content creators say all the time to cope. But it is true. Like, he's on fence, so like getting those penalty opportunities, miss or make, like it is what it is, I guess. But yeah, missing penalties for -2 is really tough. Yeah, as I mentioned, Paketa got a really jammy assist. I watched that goal a couple times back and like couldn't even tell that Paketa touched it, but I think it just sort of deflected off of him. And yeah, my forwards, another missed penalty from Holland, who still got that goal to salvage that game week a little bit. Honestly, like it is kind of crazy to think that like a 4-pointer, like even though for a lot of game weeks that would be a disappointing captaincy, I wasn't really going to captain Chalobah, so it kind of ended up working out for me. And then Mateta with a 2-pointer, unfortunate. Still feel good about him, and I think that he will. I don't know. He's not like gonna get returns as much as Holland does, but he's still good. Also, another really jammy assist, Mukiele. I can't like. It's kind of crazy that he even got the assist because he just bombed a free kick down the field that like somehow didn't hit anybody in the air and bounced. Ballard took an amazing first touch and just slammed it home. It was a great goal. And honestly, Ballard, I mentioned this last week, but Ballard's really good. Like he's a legit FPL asset. He got a goal and an assist over the weekend. And I think that at the Stadium of Light too, when they're playing against worse competition than Arsenal, they should be able to get clean sheets still too. So I really like Ballard as an asset. I think if I were like wild carding and I could redo my whole team, I'd probably have him in instead of Mukiele as that last defender spot. But Mukiele is still good. He, like I said, he takes throw-ins. He gets DEFCONs a lot. Didn't get it this game. He honestly got them more when he was playing in a back four. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, Ballard, I feel like, is safer for DEFCONs and goal threat. So that's kind of why I like him. But yeah, another tough thing. I was on the fence whether I would sell Gyökeres or not. And I probably should have kept an eye more on the price change tracker because I ended up losing a 0.1 just holding on to him this game week when he really wasn't going to play anyway. And yeah, so that was tough. Lost a little bit of value there. I ended up transferring him over to Igor Thiago out of frustration the start of this game week, just because I didn't want to lose any more value on him. And I've had enough of him as an asset. I don't really want to hold on to him and face that anymore. And honestly, there's just better uses for that third Arsenal spot. I mean, I think Bukayo Saka, despite like not, it's funny, like he's obviously a good player, but he hasn't really like played up to his talent this season, in my opinion. But he still has gotten pretty solid FPL returns, and especially considering that there aren't really a lot of really good midfielders this year, and there aren't really a lot of good premiums either. I think he's probably worth the money, and he's going to take set pieces for them. He's going to get the odd assist, and who knows? Like, if they get a penalty, they're going to do that crazy roulette. But he took a penalty over Gyökeres when they were both on the field a couple weeks ago. So I think, to get a guy like him is good. Definitely considering bringing him in the next couple of weeks, maybe to go from Cody Gakpo to him, just because Gakpo, he's now a rotation risk, which is really tough. I feel like the Wirtz performance in this game, Liverpool versus City, could make Gakpo more nailed just because of how bad he was. Honestly, he just he kind of had a ghost. Like I know, like
He
we
was
joke
ghosting.
about Gakpo being a ghost sometimes, but Verts was like pretty invisible that game. All the attacks were going through Salah and Soboslai, who looked pretty dangerous at times, even though they weren't able to get any goals. And Verts, like that left side, it worked out really well for City because Mateus Nunes was able to bomb down on the right, and they just were not worried at all about the left side of Liverpool's attack. And the Nunes bombing down the right was that's how we scored the first goal. City did. So yeah, I don't know. Liverpool, like I last week I thought they might bounce back, and they definitely still could. City at the Etihad is one of the most difficult fixtures all season, so it's hard to read into it too much. But they just looked really bad. They weren't even really that threatening, and their defense is just not good. I rate their center backs pretty low after that game. They both had really poor performances. So yeah, like Liverpool's just weird. It's hard to think of the last time when having no Liverpool assets was actually like super viable, but it feels like that's where we're at right now.
That's where I'm at. For sure.
Yeah, it's working. Yeah, it's crazy. But yeah, that's really it for my team. So yeah, we could go and look at some of the features and just do or fixtures and do a general discussion. All right, I'll share my tab. I was just noting, not to give FotMob free advertisement, but it is actually cool. They have a fixture difficulty. I never had noticed this before. I don't know if you've seen it, but like they have a fixture difficulty rating thing. I haven't
great.
seen any green fixtures yet, so
I
it's kind
know
of weird.
what. Yeah,
Like
it's just a gradients of red and
yeah. I want to see
every game's hard.
Yeah, if we can find someone who plays Wolves, maybe that will show a red fixture or green fixture difficulty.
Yeah, truly.
But like Burnley away, I mean, yeah, Burnley don't allow a ton of goals away, and even against good teams, usually they will concede one. But still, like that's one of the easier fixtures you'll have all season. But yeah, let's look back at some of these matches. Tottenham United was a great game. I mean, for the first probably 80-something minutes, it was a little slow. But the last 10 to 12 minutes were absolutely electric. And yeah, 3 goals in that span. When Tell tied it up, I tuned in and it was just a very fun game. I don't know if you got to watch it.
No, my alarm did not go off in time for this one.
Fair. No, this was an early game.
Yeah, but watching back the highlights was very funny. Watching Richarlison celebrate like crazy. Also, it was I mean, it wasn't like the jammiest goal I've ever seen. Like he did have to do. It was like some effort in terms of trying to direct it on target because I think it was going off target or at least hitting the post from.
It probably would have been saved at least.
Yeah,
I don't think it would have been a goal.
Yeah, but just celebrating like that just to get guppied by Delit was very funny. And just Spurs are just. I mean, Xavi Simons and Kolo Muani, that duo right there is looking dire. It's like not good. It's rough.
It is wild. Yeah, I mean, they're still sat in 5th, but that 5th, the difference between 5th and
they have harder
13th is 3 points. And yeah, exactly. Their fixtures, their good fixtures are done now, and now they have a couple tough ones coming up. Maybe
I think they lose to Fulham.
You think they lose to Fulham at home? Well, yeah, I don't know.
They suck at home.
Yeah, I was about to say they actually are. They are. You probably saw this too. The home away stats for different teams. They're 19th in the table of if you just isolate every team's home game. But they're actually first away, which is crazy. Which is like there's. I feel like Tottenham every year there's some crazy stat with them, like winning the Europa League when they were one spot away from the relegation spot in the Premier League last year. Just like always, it's always something with them. Also another real Spursy thing is they've had 2 games, 2 draws where they've had a player take their shirt off after scoring a late goal. So they love draws at Tottenham. It's you heard it here first.
That's who we are, mate.
Yeah. But yeah, Liverpool, like that form is crazy. I mean, Wolves, yeah, that form is dire. Forest, though, the Dyche era is really getting into swing here.
It's in effect. Honestly, Gibbs White, I might cop that.
Yeah.
if I go João Pedro down to Igor and then Enzo up to Gibbs White.
Yeah, that's valid, honestly. And Gibbs White, another good week. I feel like if he hadn't have gotten subbed off right before they won the penalty, he probably is the one who takes that pen too.
Yeah.
And yeah, I said it last week. I feel like he's the profile of a guy who does really well under Dyche. Like a Dwight McNeil of past years. He could be good, and Elliot Anderson too. I think he's valid as well. But yeah, I didn't really look at this lineup before. Dominguez left mid is definitely that's a Dyche staple right there. Yeah, having a guy who's like a center defensive mid as your starting left mid.
We're going back to a 4-4-2 with just like defensive mids in the left mid and right mid position. It's gonna be sick as hell. Like Chris Wood and Gibbs White up top. Oh my god,
that's gonna be crazy. Yeah, I guess he's injured right now.
When Chris Wood comes back, honestly, I'd consider it. They've also worked together.
Yes, so Chris Wood thrived under Dyche in the past.
We buy on the dip here at Other Bloke Nonsense, so he's on our watch list.
Yeah. I mean, I think that I feel like they have some valid assets. I feel like Dyche players have been solid FPL assets before. I think that his guys will get DEFCONs. I think that
I think Milinkovic got DEFCONs.
Let's see. Actually, that's a good thing to check.
And I was like, nice timing, bro. I'm sort of bitter, but
we're so back. He did. And Anderson got No, he was 2 off. Is it 12 or is it 12?
It's 12 for
12.
midfielder,
So
10 for the defenders.
Murillo, tough yellow, but I mean overall, 3 bonus points for Gibbs too. Pretty good. All right, let's look. Who else played on Saturday? Is a tough loss for Santa Clara. But
it's rough.
That's not FPL. Everton at home. I still think there's a slight hiccup there a couple weeks ago, but I still think Everton at home are really good.
Yep.
And Fulham are struggling a little bit right now too.
Yeah.
I saw a rumor that the board is looking into sacking Marco Silva.
I've heard otherwise.
That would be. They would get relegated if that happened.
Yes, they would get relegated. Like I've said before on the podcast, I like Marco Silva. Honestly, if he'd get sacked, Everton would hire him. They would make Moyes retire, and then, he'd go back to Everton.
Nah, Moyes is cooking. Let Moyes do his thing.
Yeah. Well, I heard that they want to give him an extension.
Oh, who knows? Yeah, I don't know. It may have been a bad source, but they did say that the board was fearing relegation. Which, to be fair, they're down there. I mean, I don't know. They're also only 7 points out of like a Europa League spot, so it's deceptive. But
I think it's gonna be Wolves, Leeds, Burnley. I think that's gonna
yeah,
be the bottom three. West
yeah,
Ham will claw out of it, and Forest, of course, will claw out of it with Deitch. But yeah, that's
Newcastle
what I'm
shout.
thinking.
Imagine.
I feel like I feel like every year with Newcastle, it's like a quarter season crisis. It's like, oh my god, they're so bad. Then they somehow just like pick up form. Yeah, I don't know. I think it also just like it happened a couple years ago because they didn't have, or they had Europe, and their team got ravaged by it, and they have Europe again, and their team's probably getting ravaged again. So,
It is.
but I think they're
Yeah.
doing well in Europe, so they're not helping themselves in the Prem. But
I think, yeah, I think that they don't really have the depth to do really well in two competitions,
yeah.
like in Europe and the Prem. And they are, yeah, they're doing great. I mean, it's funny. Dan Burn was like incredible this week
Oh yeah.
in the Champions League, and then he puts up a stinker in the Prem.
Yeah, when I saw that, I was like, I'm definitely selling him. He's gonna sink.
Yeah, yeah, big Dan Burn. West Ham versus Burnley. I feel like this is sort of what we expected. I don't know. I don't think we need to talk about it too much.
Yeah, I mean, Nuno got a result, at least. Yeah, and they're scoring goals, which is good. I mean, it looks like, yeah, I don't know. They
It seems like they're turning around.
West Ham like really struggled. I feel like for goals beforehand, and now they could just get some people scoring. Like if they could get Suchek up and running again, oh my god, what a
Yeah,
monster!
Suchek he's been balling actually the past couple of weeks. He had a goal last week, came on and scored this week too. They also have like some of the most random guys. Like Potts is another guy. I know Freddie Potts a little bit more because he's been on West Ham. I think I don't know. Maybe I saw him play one of these games, but they're center midfielders. They have some of the most random guys. It's really just like Irving and Potts and who are these guys? Sunderland versus Arsenal was an absolute cracker of a game. What's that?
Up until the Sunderland goal, it was boring as hell.
Yeah,
I was like,
for
why?
sure.
I was like, why did I? I was like, why am I watching this? It was another one of those Arsenal matches. It's just like, but then when Sunderland scored, I was like, okay, finally something. Yeah, I was like, but up until that point, I feel like the ball. I think I texted you. I was like, I think the ball has only been in play for 5 minutes, and I was like, it was so dreadful.
Sunderland are allowed to play Brexit ball against Arsenal. It's okay.
Of course,
you have to fight fire with fire. But no, I mean it is crazy that they had 10, 11 less shots on goal than Arsenal did, and they pulled out. Robbie's goal was also nasty. The
it was great.
Scissor kick, whatever, is crazy contortionism to actually get that into the net there. But very good goal.
Yeah, but that's definitely a huge 2 points dropped. When Trossard scored that, they should have just won. Like that goal was a fucking godsend, and
nasty.
They really squandered it. Like they really did. Like it's just like if you're gonna win the league, you gotta win after that. That's just like a moment where it's like, oh, if Arsenal wins this, they're like, oh, it's a sign of a champion or whatever.
It's
what's
true.
this? The sign of failures?
This is, I mean, it is kind of a classic Arsenal thing. I feel like there's been a lot of years now where they get off to a lead in the table and they start letting games like this slip, and that's how you let.
They're already sweating. They're already sweating.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair to them, I mean they're still good. I think they're still really good, and Sunderland away is sneaky. Maybe not even sneaky anymore. Just a tough fixture. I think the Stadium of Light has been kind of a fortress this year.
Conceding 2 though is sort of tough.
Yeah,
Like, I
right.
mean,
They barely have
Chelsea
conceded any
conceded
goals
2.
all season.
Yeah, Chelsea conceded 2, but our defense sort of stinks. So
Yeah.
it's like, yeah, and that was, I guess, Chelsea's fixture was at home, but yeah, like I still think, yeah, if you get 2 goals away at Sunderland and you're not winning, like that's tough.
They hadn't conceded 2 goals in a game all season too, which is crazy. Wait, no, Liverpool I think put 2 on. No, that was just 1.
Yep.
Yeah,
That was just one.
Soboslai. Yeah, so
Yeah.
that is also crazy. Yeah, this is their first game allowing multiple goals all year. Yeah, this is not Wolverhampton's first game allowing multiple goals all year. They probably have allowed multiple goals in every single game that they've played.
Yeah.
But yeah, this kind of went as we expected. Despite like, I feel like mostly the goals were not from guys that I expected to score them. I guess Neto is not that crazy, especially like revenge game for him.
It was
But
Gusto's first goal for Chelsea.
yeah, but he was also like, when he got that header, I was like, he was in a position that I thought Delap or João Pedro would be in. He was like in a goal, like a striker position there. It's a really nice finish too, good header. But yeah, and then João Pedro got a goal, and Neto got a goal as well.
Yeah, it was pretty dominant, but going into the half with no goal, I was like, oh no, another charity FC performance. Like Chelsea always have the worst luck. Well, I don't know if we have the worst luck, but I feel like in the past couple of years we've had pretty bad luck when it comes to facing teams that have just sacked their manager and there's like an interim. Whenever there's an interim, it's not even that they like crush us or whatever, but they always get a draw. Like when Ten Hag got sacked, Van Nistelrooy was in, or I think we've got.
Yeah, it was Van Nistelrooy.
It
Yeah,
was
that
Van
was
Nistelrooy,
crazy.
and it was a draw, and like we should have like, and there was another. I feel like there were 2 times where United had interims, and they got a shitty draw against us, and like,
was it Michael Carrick?
Carrick, yes. Oh my god, yes. No, that was very frustrating, and so when I saw this, I was like, oh, they might get a draw, but and even like this is sort of way back, but Everton, I forget who they did sack, but they had Duncan Ferguson, I think was his name. Yeah, and he does like I remember at Goodison he used to do like the sub board. He used to like show up. I'm just like, that guy got a win against us. He managed to win against Chelsea, and yeah,
That's hilarious.
So I feel like we've had bad luck. So going into half with no goal, I was like, uh-oh. But then, yeah, Garnacho had a pretty good game, and like we were creating chances. Although I was sort of starting to sweat, I was like, as long as we get the first goal, I think, and it was obviously fine because Wolves are just really bad, and
this is
yeah,
true.
and I do think what's his name from Luton boy. I don't think he's gonna turn them around. I think it's already too late for them, but. And not that I think like anyone could really turn it around, but
yeah,
I think they are preparing for the championship. And I don't know if I rate the Luton guy. Like, I do agree with you that the Luton team was really bad, but I do think some of the hype around him was some Ted Lasso ass garbage, and I won't stand for it. So, but I thought like they should have went harder for Gary O'Neill.
He turned them down.
Even Gary O'Neill was like, I am not touching that. I'm not touching that the barge pole. So
I mean, understandable.
Yes,
they already burned.
He's a sensible man. They should have never sacked him.
Garnacho's only 21. You kind of forget because he's been around for a while. But
that's okay. That's actually one thing I did want to talk about. I am cautiously optimistic about Garnacho, even though he is frustrating to watch. the amount of experience he does have, like, is insane. He might I don't
Yeah.
know who else at his age has as much playtime as him. Like really, in the
How much
Prem
do you
at
guys
least, you
buy
know,
him for? Because
like 40.
68 million. Yeah, that was a pretty good deal. Honestly,
Yeah.
like that was a bargain.
Yes. No. It was like I could not say no to that, and I think I mean with the Mudryk situation, we definitely needed a winger, and Noni being shipped out. Oh my god, yeah. Like honestly, yeah, I think this is an upgrade. Like I have to say, even like I'm not trying to trash on Noni. I think Noni's fine. I think Garnacho is fine, but just a little bit better. So
Yeah.
and younger, I'm pretty sure.
He
So
also plays on the well. Actually, I guess Noni can play on the left too, but Noni mainly was a right winger, and
yes,
left wing was the position that you guys really needed more.
yes.
And Garnacho holds it down there. I will say, FPL perspective, 4 returns in his last 4 games, not bad. I mean, he's
Mm-mm.
not super nailed. A couple of those, one seems like he has a sub appearance. Oh wait, this was in the Champions League too. We don't need to talk about that game, but yeah, look at the score.
Karabag have culture. It's okay.
But yeah, 3 returns or no, yeah, 3 returns in his last 3 games. Not bad for an FPL perspective. And he has started all 3, it looks like, unless there was a crazy Maresca first half sub, which is possible. But yeah, I don't know. I guess keep an eye out for him. He was the man of the match too.
Yep. Not bad for a gremlin. Yeah, I would say.
Yeah, truly a gremlin. Yeah, crazy looking guy. This game, I didn't watch it live, but I watched the highlights, and Villa were cooking. That was actually a sick game for them. Buendia's free kick was a really, really good free kick, like one of the best I've seen in years. Their other goals were fairly jammy, but they were looking good. I mean, I will say if the pen had gone in, I feel like it could have been different because it would have been 2-1.
Yeah.
And they probably Bournemouth probably wouldn't have had to push as much and concede some of these goals on the counter that they did. But yeah, no, Villa looked good. I think Villa at home is a pretty good fixture for them. Like they now have conceded the fourth fewest goals in the Premier League, and they do pretty well at home and generally too. So
I do
I think they're
want
good.
to. I do need to show something. I'm going to share my screen real
Oh,
quick
yeah.
because this sicko has to get shouted out. So the person who got the most points this past game week in the game, triple captain Emi Martinez,
That's
and
insane.
he vice captained them because he had Obi on the bench. He was
What?
Look at the sicko. Oh
It's
my god!
This is a troll account.
Right?
This is insane.
I know it's a troll account, but he popped off. It's so good.
This is one of those
Indonesian
bots that they talk about.
Yeah. Also,
what?
Is that a rack?
Yeah. That's sick.
Let's go. And he's a Chelsea guy. He's got.
Dude, that's honestly
this is,
awesome.
Seriously unreal.
Wow.
No, I love it.
mean, I will say this is like this team.
The flex of the triple captain and the vice is.
But look at their bench. Their bench is also insane. Their bench is Donnarumma benched over Martinez, Obi, Norgard, and Chris Wood. And then they honestly though base team to have O'Reilly, Doku, like Delict is crazy. Gusto, yeah, like this is a wild team. So this is the thing. You don't need Haaland to succeed. You don't need Haaland to succeed in FPL. Don't let the content creators tell you otherwise. That's wild.
No, but this was brave. Oh, where are they at? Okay, game week. Okay,
12 million.
12 million. Well, they might have joined late. He's the top
Oh wow!
300K
All
in Iraq.
right, all right. Shout
Let's
out.
go. Let's go, Shah.
FPL is a
Not
worldwide game. Global,
yes.
the game that
And this
unites us
Shah,
all. Shaheen
this Shah
Ahmed.
has
Shout out.
not been installed by the United States, so we love it. But yes, I need to shout that he's the manager of the week, hands down.
Wild. Yeah, shout out.
Sheer
That's
bravery.
awesome. I need to start checking those because that's a dope team. Yeah. Shall we talk about Newcastle? We already sort of did, but I want to let you cook again.
I mean, I don't have too much to say. I didn't watch the game, but away from home, they're just diabolical. Yeah, it's not good. I sort of do want to get rid of Voltemata soon. He had like 30 touches all of last match I saw, which was pretty dire. No shots. Yeah, I mean, I think they are just suffering due to Champions League, and at home I'll consider starting Voltemata, but he's like too expensive just to sit on my bench for every away game. So it's just like, yeah, even Burn was like getting annoying for, you know, and he was 5.0, like he wasn't as expensive, so it's just like, yeah, it's not looking good. I would avoid all Newcastle from someone who
Yeah,
owns from
yeah.
Newcastle.
I would say Voltemata is the only one that like I wouldn't say hard avoid on, but otherwise, yeah, it's tough. I mean, I was planning on bringing Pope in around this game week, and now I'm
Mm-hmm.
not going to do it because I have not liked what I've seen. I mean, it's not like this game was even like unlucky for them. I mean, they let up 2.35 xg. One of those was a penalty. So to be fair, probably could have been a little bit less, but still, it's just like, yeah, especially against Brentford, who are better than I thought they'd be by quite a bit this season, but they're still not that great. I mean, you got to do better than that if you're a team that's in the Champions League like Newcastle. So just tough. But Igor Thiago has really emerged as a really good FPL asset. He's on pens for Brentford. He plays 90 minutes. He is the key to a lot of their counterattacks, and they play a really fun brand of counterattacking football. Nick Pope got injured too. Yeah, all right. I did see that, actually. I was wondering why he had a flag.
Do you want to share your screen again?
I'm not sharing my screen? Oh, yeah, sure.
That's okay.
Yeah, here we go.
We didn't miss much.
Yeah. We were just looking at this
Horrible
disaster of a game for Newcastle. Concussion. Interesting. Okay.
He'll be back.
Yeah. That big noggin of his. He probably barely even felt it. Crystal Palace. Honestly, kind of concerning how many 0-0 draws they've had this season. I will say I still like Mateta, but they just don't. I guess in a game when they're playing against worse competition, especially or even like even competition, they aren't really able to get on the counter as much as they are able to against really good teams, and they don't score a lot of goals. And so, yeah, they get a lot of 0-0s. And I mean, that's just kind of how Glasner plays, and it works really well in tournaments and not so well in. No, not so well. It still works pretty well in the league, too. I mean, it is crazy because they have the second best defense or the third best defense now in the league, and they're in 10th place. Like, they just really do not score that many goals. They have less goals than a lot of their counterparts here. But yeah, I mean, I think I'm not super concerned, but I wish they would have scored more. And then yes, let's talk about the match of the week here. Actually, it's arguable. It's crazy. The game, the pregame for this game, they were saying this is like a really rare game week where all 4 of the top 4 teams in the Premier League are playing against each other. Because Sunderland was 4th. Yeah. Like it's crazy, but Sunderland are 4th, and like after that result versus Arsenal, like it's looking less fraudulent than ever. And yeah, then City and Liverpool were 2nd and 3rd. So it was kind of a crazy week, a crazy game as well. I, even as a City fan who feels pretty high about how the team is, where the team is at right now, I was not expecting as dominant of a win as we had here. And we did it in a style that was not like super signature City, I'll say. I think it's sort of the signature for the team with Donnarumma in it. But you would not have seen a performance like this last year when we had Ederson in our squad, because we actually conceded more possession. We lost the possession battle, but we were so good on the counterattack, and we were able to beat the press enough. And honestly, we baited the press in really well, and then had a couple really, really good passes to break the press and to get good chances that we scored 2 of our 3 goals off of. It was a really, really good performance from City overall. I mean, Doku, man of the match performance, very
legacy
much deserved.
match.
Like at this point, like Doku, he's coming for the crown. I mean, I've been saying it for a long time, and for a long time it probably wasn't even true. But he's better than Bukayo Saka, and I'm back on that wave.
Okay.
I'm back on that wave. Robert Pires, it's crazy. One of Arsenal's best ever players.
That is a
Robert
betrayal.
Pires
That is a betrayal.
said that Jeremy Doku is better than Bukayo Saka, and this was like a year and a half ago. So yeah, me and him, I agree with him on that. I thought that Nico Gonzalez was incredible in this game as well. I mean, he did get the goal, but I think that was honestly very lucky. It was just a deflected sort of just prayer of a shot when he didn't have a lot of other options on a set piece. But his passes to break the press, his tactical fouls, and his defending to stop Liverpool on the counters, he really, like, week after week, he looks more and more like Rodri, except with a couple of his own tricks in the bag. And he came in last year and was looking a little lost in our system, honestly. He had to learn the City system, but he's really good. I mean, not really an FPL guy, but just really good overall. But someone who is really an FPL guy, honestly, Nico O'Reilly, I think at this point he's super nailed. He's been our best left back, honestly, since March of last year, since Pep started playing him there. We've only lost 1 game ever with him starting at left back, which was the FA Cup final against Palace. And he's just an amazing player, honestly. He's only 21, which is kind of crazy. Or he's only 20, actually. But he actually gets into really good attacking positions. He often kind of looks lost in front of goal when he gets the ball there. That's like common criticism that City fans have of him. But he gets into those spots and he makes really good runs. And he is a set piece threat too, because he's just a really tall guy. But yeah, I think he's actually a super valid asset in FPL because City's defense is very good. Especially at home. We're the best team at home, and we've allowed very few goals at home as well. And so I'm thinking about bringing Donnarumma in, and I'm definitely thinking about bringing in O'Reilly as well, just because I think we have solid fixtures moving forward, and our defense is good. Also, shout out to Mateus Nunes, who's really come into his own. I think that he's a solid asset as well. Honestly, feels like slightly less nailed than O'Reilly even, which is weird. But I think that Rico Lewis has earned that, at least a look in that right back slot every so often. But for now, I think he's nailed. I think they kind of rotate. Rico Lewis plays more often in Europe, and then Nunez will get the start in the league. But yeah, just like I think City's super legit this year. I won't say what you said in the doc. Well, we're back in the title race. That's fair, but I'm not going to call it. I think that still Arsenal they would have to collapse a lot. It has happened before, but I think it would take a collapse for them. And we'll see. But I feel good about City overall for sure.
City is winning the league. So I've seen
you
enough.
heard it here first, folks.
Yeah. Well, I predicted it, by the way, even though
that was a base prediction.
I did invalidate my prediction when I said, if Isak goes to Liverpool, it's over. But hey, I still had them number 1 in that document. So
that was before Donnarumma too, which is crazy.
Yeah, that was before. Yeah, Donnarumma.
That was a good pick. I mean, to be fair, if I knew we were getting Donnarumma, I would have been more I would have been higher on City, because I think that even on that episode I said I just don't think we can win the league with Edison as a keeper anymore. But no, I mean, I'll say it even as someone who really liked him, because I have a friend who's a Milan fan who's been following him since he was their starting keeper at 17. I just didn't know if he was going to work with City. I was pretty skeptical. Honestly, the way the whole transfer worked was also very weird. It was super last minute. We had just
I would have felt weird about bringing on a player like that too.
We just signed Trafford as well, who I thought I still think is going to be really good. And so it was weird, but he's so good. He's only 26, which is just insane still. And I think he gets along with the other guys really well too. It seems the rumor was that him and Haaland are really good friends. And so that was the behind the scenes. Haaland getting that huge contract from City and all that. He sort of was pulling some strings behind the scenes. And I mean, you know what? Shout out. I mean, I don't agree with all of his decisions, the raw milk and all. But the soccer on the pitch, I think he's pretty good.
Yeah, maybe Haaland can donate some hair to him, because he's struggling. He's very Italian.
Yeah, no, he got some tough genes there for sure. Honestly, he should go bald. He would be so scary.
Yeah, no, he'd be terrifying. Yeah,
the bald 6'6" dude with the big scar on his face, wearing the baggiest keeper jersey ever. Yeah, that's scary. That's scary. That's a scary sight.
He's the Italian Cantona. He's just
honestly, yeah. He actually he looks bald. He would look a little like Cantona. But shocking performances from a lot of these Liverpool guys. Konate was so bad.
He's so bad.
And Gravenberch, I'm surprised is that low, but he was pretty invisible.
VVD was bad, of course. Well, what'd you think about that offsides?
Oh, I mean, those never make sense. They called one with Bernardo Silva where he did the same thing, and they called him offside on that. So there is precedent for it. I think depending on the angle, I saw an angle this morning where Donnarumma, it seemed to me like he was just diving based on he saw the way that VVD was positioned for the header, and he was half blind making the dive. Also, Robinson, he dodged the ball, but he could have touched the ball there. And even that possibility of him touching it, I think would warrant an offsides, just because he's standing there, and it affects the goalie's positioning for better or for worse. But I understand. If I was a Liverpool fan, I'd be pissed about it. Obviously, it's a great call to make.
Well, yeah, I mean, it just adds to their big Excel sheet of, referee injustices or whatever. But uh, yeah, I have seen that call like many times now. I don't know why they were so surprised. Like, even though they're like, "Oh, he's never saving it." Maybe he isn't, but it doesn't matter. If you're in front of the goal and you're offsides, there's a chance it's getting chalked off.
Yeah,
100%. It doesn't matter where the shot is going. Like, it doesn't matter. It's just like
but especially if the
yeah.
ball goes through
Yeah,
you,
and
basically.
you're
Like,
ducking,
yeah,
yeah, if you're ducking to get out of the way, like, even if you're just, like, standing by it, like, and it happens to, like, just, like, go on the floor in front of you, like, you can and you're in an offside position in front of the goal, you might get chalked. I've seen it happen, so I don't know why the Scalgers were crying, but,
I
they're just,
mean,
desperate, yeah.
they always do. Yeah, I think Liverpool would have won every league ever if every ball went in their favor.
Yeah.
So yeah, I feel so bad for them. Um, I mean, also like, yeah, I think it might have been more controversial if this game wasn't like such a blowout too. Like, I feel
Yeah.
like like yeah, they got dominated. They
Well,
they still would have
and there
lost
was
by two.
the pen, which I definitely think was a pen. Like,
Oh yeah,
it was soft, but, like, it's just like, dude, your keeper comes out and misses it. What do you expect? Like, these, like, it's like you these. It's like, I mean, it's like when you get called for a handball and your hands out here. It's just like you're in you like the way you just played that whole moment increased the risk by like tenfold, and you
yeah.
expect that result not to happen sometimes. Like, it's just like it was soft, but like it was contact, and Doku went down, and like
Yeah,
it's a pen,
if you're a keeper and you miss the ball and then you make contact with the attacking player, like, and they,
But
especially if they go down, that's just gonna be a pen. And like
yeah,
that one too, the angles that they were showing were actually really bad. Like, it was kind of hard to tell how much contact there was, but I don't know. I feel like, yeah, there have been much more controversial penalty calls than that. Like, that felt like kind of textbook, and he saved it anyway. Like, yeah, the other,
yeah.
like, he saved the penalty, and they still lost by a lot. So it ended up kind of being less controversial, I guess. I also thought Cherokee was pretty good. He didn't. This is the risk with Cherokee that we mentioned last week in terms of FPL, where this is probably not going to be a one-time thing. Like, he probably will get subbed early. But I
Yeah,
thought
like,
he was good. He was really good in the build-up for our first goal.
yeah, he was trying stuff, but yeah, it's Pep has just like such a short fuse. Like, when it comes to guys who try stuff and it's not like coming off like every time, he's just like out of here. And that's like
For
that's
sure.
sort of what was happening with Cherokee. Is just like he was trying stuff and they weren't bad ideas, but he's just like the execution was not there, and then he got freaking hooked. And so
Yeah.
and
And
that's why I think
Savinho,
like, yeah, Doku is just like so much better this year. Like, last year he looked sort of lost, like doing all of his flicks and tricks on the wing, but now
yeah.
he's like has a lot more understanding and purpose. I feel like it's like when Mahrez moved to
Right.
City. The
Yeah.
first season he was sort of not so good, but then once he became more integrated in the system, it's just like, yes, he can score goals, he can assist. He's yeah, a very good Pep winger. So yeah,
Yeah, like Doku has always been really good at taking guys on and beating them. But yeah, previously he never really knew what to do once he got into a really good spot, and his end product, whether it was goals or passing the ball, just was not very good. But yeah, he's stepped up big time. He was so good in this game. Even like, yeah, the amount of times that he would beat guys who were pressing him or like on the wing, and just get the ball past one or two guys was really unreal. Also, not this isn't really relevant to FPL because I think that this City right mid / right wing spot will just be like a full on rotation. And it's hard to trust
hmm
any of these guys. But Savinho is like actually good now. Like, I don't know what happened because He's been mid for City for a long time, to be honest. And similar to Doku, he was a guy whose end product was really tough and was not really able to get goals or assists because he would just scuff his finishes or just make the wrong decision. But the past 2 or 3 games for us, I've been really impressed. He's been super good, especially coming off the bench because he is able to. He's really fast and he's able to run at tired legs. I've been impressed, and also very underrated presser and even at tracking back. He wins the ball back so much.
Ever since those Tottenham links, he's like, Pep, please keep me in Manchester, please. Like, he's been working his ass off. He's been running his socks off to stay in Manchester. He's like, don't send me to London.
He had 6 DEFCONs in 30 minutes. That's pretty crazy. In 25 minutes, even. That's pretty wild, actually. No. He came on the 53rd minute, so I guess it was more like 40. But still, impressive. Like, yeah, he could be a DEFCON guy if he plays 90. But yeah, enough about that. That's my City spiel. Excited about that game. Anything else we want to talk about during this international break?
Not really. I guess just watch out for injuries. And
Yes.
I'm sort of like, I guess one last thing on City, like, yeah, O'Reilly and Doku are the ones to watch for me. You need a keeper, so I think Donnarumma would be good.
Yeah, I think he's a good differential. Like, he's probably not as good as Raya generally, but as a differential, and because you only have so many Arsenal spots, I feel pretty good about it.
Yes, yeah, I think for the Arsenal, like, you should get like Rice or Saka if you could do that. I think, and
Rice. I'm thinking about Rice for sure, or Saka, either one.
Yeah, and like, I think I sort of have to. I don't think my team's set up to bring in O'Reilly, even though I'd really like him. My defense is sort of set. It's like I'm always like benching, like, unless Senesi comes out of favor for some reason. Like, if the Bournemouth defense starts to suck, I might hop on O'Reilly, I guess. But I am really considering Doku. But even like, he still gets subbed at 74 minutes, which is not fantastic. But he's definitely City's best midfielder, I would say. Reinders, where is he? Gone. No one talks about him anymore.
Yeah. He's sort of injured, but he was on our bench. Yeah. I mean, he's been good for us, but after watching this game, I think that this is City's best lineup, honestly. This exact lineup is our best lineup, and Reinders can come into the Silva spot. I'm sure sometimes Silva will play on the right wing and Reinders will play here. But I think that this right here is actually the best.
Yep.
Where is O'Reilly? I'm trying to find him in fantasy. I guess it's hard to search his name because he has the apostrophe.
Yeah. He's 4.9 right now.
Yeah, pretty good. If nailed, that's a pretty good, because I feel like
he's as nailed as he can be. I feel like it's like with the Pep, team. It's like,
has he gotten DEFCONs ever? I wonder.
He did.
He almost got it this game, but no, he is not.
Oh, he did. Wait, he did against Liverpool.
Oh yeah, he did. Yeah. Oh shit.
That's why I had 11 points.
For some reason, I still think of him as a midfielder.
But yeah, he gets like a shot every game, and like he's like always in a decent position. Yeah, I like ain't Nori, R.I.P. He would have been so good if he didn't get hurt. But yeah, I feel like maybe they place him in the midfield or something. I don't know.
Well, Pep was playing him as a 10 in a couple games ago, which would be kind of crazy if he ever gets minutes. And I feel like he actually would be a pretty good left wing for us too, but I don't know. We just don't like it. I know I'm not mad about transferring him in. I mean, he wasn't super expensive, but O'Reilly is our left back of the future and probably our left back of the present as well. So I think he honestly just makes.
Oh no, you
But
can finish. Yeah.
he honestly just like makes more sense in the team right now too, because he is like he's bigger. He's able to defend. I think at a little bit of a higher level than Nori can.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah, like O'Reilly is a natural midfielder, isn't he? Right. That
yeah.
might be a
He was a
future.
defensive midfielder who we kind of moved to left back out of pure necessity because we had so many injuries last season. But he's okay in the midfield, but he is like a revelation at left back. He's been so good.
Mm-hmm.
I mean I think I don't want us to ever like not have him in because he's so good, and the team for whatever reason just whenever he starts we do really really well. So I'm a fan for sure. But yeah, so we'll see. Yeah, I've got a week still to plan out my transfers. Probably Vicario is got to go, but we'll see. Do you have transfer plans for this coming week?
No, I pretty much got a roll. And I'm okay with my team. Like I can share my team just real quick because we can get one last look at this freaking goat, Shah. We love
Yes.
him. An amazing team.
120 this week is so sick. It's kind of crazy. Like I would have expected his rank to go up higher, but oh no, he
and
literally just made this team. They literally just made this
pick
team.
team. That's where I go.
If you go back, they have 120
Oh
total
yeah,
points and 120 points this match week. So they literally just created that team this week.
they can. They can. Oh, maybe maybe he was taking the piss and just making a team every week, just trying to get
Yeah, I think
burning
so.
through triple captains, trying to get the highest.
Yeah.
But we respect it
Still
because that's
our
some
goat.
real sicko stuff. Like
Yeah.
triple captaining Emi Martinez. Yeah.
Who even is Obi?
Yeah,
I
like
don't
my
even know
team
what
is
that
pretty
is.
good for next week.
Oh, Cheeto Obi. Sorry.
He's just like an academy midfielder guy.
Oh,
Yeah.
he's the guy who they stole from
But
Arsenal's
my team.
academy.
Oh, is that Heaven?
Oh, well, both of them, I guess, because this guy also came
I
from
think it was.
Arsenal's academy.
Oh.
But my bad. You go. Yeah, sorry. Share your team.
But yeah, like I think my team for next week is like all right. The only thing that sucks is the captaincy. I think I'm just gonna captain Joao. But yeah, I mean, so I'm okay to roll, and then I'll just need to transfer some of the Chelsea boys out. Maybe Enzo to Doku or Xhaka or someone like that, and then João Pedro to Igor, and yeah, that I just sort of got to bank some transfers.
Yeah, understandable. Yeah, actually, that is a good. We could talk about that a little bit because I also, captaincy this week. I feel like even though Newcastle
Thiago.
away is a tough fixture. Yeah, I don't know. I honestly though Wolves away like Sar, I feel like could be a real sneaky shout there.
That'd be sick.
Even Minte. I mean, I don't know. There's a lot of good options. I am thinking of benching
Gabriel.
Calafiori. Gabriel. Yeah, I don't know. He might score. Yeah, he could score. But yeah, I didn't wait. Did you also bench one of your Arsenal defense assets, or are you playing all three?
I'm playing all three.
Interesting. All right. Well, Tottenham away are good. So that's
not against Arsenal.
Yeah. Fair.
The food chain, the London food chain, it doesn't allow for this. Okay, it's like
we'll see. But yeah, the captaincy is a little tough. Yeah, I think I am going to bench Calafiori, honestly. Just because I just don't. I think Tottenham will score one. And yeah, Pogba now has. What's that?
I think West Ham's going to score one, so there you go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, no,
but-
actually, no, Paquette's is sort of rough.
Yeah. Paquetá got his 5th yellow card. He's a yellow card merchant for real. That's always been his problem. But I feel pretty good about him moving forward. I mean, Liverpool home, like honestly, he could get a goal contribution there.
Yes.
United away, like yeah, I don't know. I mean, he's only 5.9, so I don't really feel too bad about having him in my team. But yeah, I think that's really it. Oh, also, I'm kind of surprised that Gakpo. I mean, I understand that he's dropping because he's not really playing, but I feel like Forest at home is a game where there will be returns for the getting. Even though I do think that Deitch has turned Forest around to a degree, but they just gave up 2 goals against Burnley, who has struggled to score goals all year, and United are pretty good at Anfield generally as well. So I feel like Gakpo is going to get a return. I'm fine with holding him. Eventually, probably I do want to go him to Saka, but yeah, that's really it. Thank you for listening. We have YouTube, Spotify, and we got to change the theme song for that. We have TikTok, Instagram, anywhere you want to follow us. It's utter bloke nonsense on all socials. And yeah, we're posting clips. We're getting better with the brain rot. You gotta go and watch Rabbit's roast of Eddie Howe. That really just caught the FPL scene by storm last week. And yeah, no, we're always trying to entertain out here. And yeah, also on playback, tune in if you have any questions about your team. We'll answer them, give our opinions.
We'll do a live rating and roast of your team.
Live team rating. Yeah, I know. I always see on the FPL Reddit a lot of people posting their teams and asking for ratings, and then people are like, "You're not allowed to do that here," but you are allowed to do that here. So
yeah, give us your garbage.
Yeah, and especially Shah, you have an invite to come on and explain yourself here because you are our
bloke of the week.
Yeah, bloke of the week. Yeah.
Goat
we
bloke.
Should start doing bloke of the week. Bloke of the week is too good. What's it called? Hugh Wizzy, like the
fraud watch.
The fraud watch, and yeah. We need to start doing that. Who's on fraud watch? Gabrielle. Honestly, Arsenal in general are on fraud watch. They allowed 2 goals.
Honestly, I was gonna say something about Eze. He's on fraud watch because
Eze, yeah,
that end product sort of sucks. But yeah, we don't have to get into that now.
No, I agree though. I mean, I think maybe not FPL wise, but like just in terms of Arsenal players, I feel like Trossard has stepped all over Eze this season. Like he's just been better. So yeah. But yeah, thank you for listening. And Daichi, play us out with some new music.
Title fight? Get in there! Get in there! You beauty! Come on, you! Love that from you. I didn't say it. No headlines. I did not say we're in a title fight. The media said that we were in a title fight.